Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, same-sex marriage debate. I know you were probably a no campaigner, being a very conservative man and reading the Bible and all of those types of things allowed on TV.
To be fair,
yesterday.
yes.
80% of Australia voted. Now, let me get to my question because it's
Yep.
probably not just exactly how you would expect it.
Yep.
I'm going to put this question to you. Now, 80% of Australia voted on this survey. Now, that shows to us that the Australian public will do, generally just will vote voluntarily.
Yeah.
Is it time to stop forced people to go to the polling booths every 4 years? Is it time for us to just turn up like we want to, or the American system, and we have to then get people out to vote? Should we look at that situation, showing that 80% of Australia will vote anyway?
Yeah, look, the American system, the difference between the United States and Australia, in the United States, it's not compulsory to vote. You don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
In Australia, it is compulsory to vote. And there are differences in the way that governments and the way that parties run as a result. In Australia, because everybody is voting, the parties try to appeal to their opposite constituents. So the Liberal Party tries to tell the Labour supporters what it is that they're doing because they care. In the United States, you try to appeal to your own constituents. And so what happens is you hear that from one Democrat running that their opponent is a racist. And you hear from the GOP guy, he walks up to, he puts a marker on a tree and raises the gun and shoots the gun and hits the tree. And he says, you know, and the memes are for their, so what happens is you've got different kinds of campaigns. In the United States, the parties appeal to their own constituents. In Australia, they appeal to the opposite constituents. And actually, that's changed a little bit because of the media. The role of the media is important. And the Labour Party no longer feel the need to appeal to conservative voters at all. They don't even pretend. They just go ahead. So I don't feel the strong need to change that. I think it's important that people have an opportunity to have a say. People don't have to vote, but there are things that happen if you don't. I think you should make the effort. But what I think is really important, I think that the latest same-sex marriage thing has missed, and that is that we need electronic voting. We need it to be appropriate.
Yeah.
And I think that for that to happen, we need to give up the one thing that is a sticking point, which I think conservatives really distrust about the electoral office at the moment. And that is that, you know, the idea of people voting twice and things like that. We need to get rid of the secret vote. I think it should be private. I don't think it should be secret. If it's private and it's verifiable, I can point to what it is that I voted as, and I can satisfy myself that my vote was counted, then I don't have a problem with that. But if it's secret and I don't know how I voted, and if somebody's replaced my vote with something else, and I will never know, that's something I find really disturbing. But, you know, electronic voting is secure and safe if you have private votes, not secret votes.
Okay, so keep it the same, but bring in electronic voting.
Yeah, that's right. Make it easier. You know, being able to vote by email would be really good.
And, you know, with the distances of people, and I've found on, you know, polling day that, you know, those people over the age of, you know, say 80, find it very difficult to come out to vote. You know, as much as I love getting that sausage sizzle in the local primary school, that, you know, the lines are getting outrageous, you know, on polling day. I went to some polling booths that were, you know, 400 or 500 people long, and they were waiting up to an hour to vote. So having a system where we could vote from home or an easier system, you know, it certainly would make that situation a lot better for a lot of people. And especially for nursing homes and those types of situations where it is very difficult for them to come out and vote. So, very good.